huge thank you to our opening music there. You've either heard the electronic version, thanks to the Casio old Yamaha old keyboard of Ash's, or you've heard the wonderful Ollie Clark, who a very good comedian and musician. Ash, on today's pod, there's so much to get to. We really need to get straight into it, please. I'm going to talk to you about some 5 ways I think we can improve The Bachelor. Safe to say it's having a little bit of trouble this year. I've had a run-in with some vegans, which I don't like. And obviously the Ash Podcast Network is going from strength to strength. Plenty of other podcasts. So I'll have you preview of some of those as well for you. But first, Ash.
Yes. What?
What? What would you were looking at me like you had something that you wanted to start with.
No.
Oh, I thought because you're going to do something I'm really excited about, which is a genuine TV pitch.
Yes. Well, maybe I'll start with my fun TV pitch.
Give it to me.
So you got the 5 ways to improve The Bachelor?
Yeah.
This is just I want to go into a boardroom at, your 10, your 7, your 9s, ABC. It'd be good for the ABC, actually.
Would it?
It's called Celebrity Centurion.
Yeah.
You get 10 celebrities. It's a Centurion. You got to do 100 shots.
Great.
And then it's sponsored by either your beer or your...
Well, it can't be on the ABC then.
Why not?
Can't have sponsors.
Well, it's no name. Heavy liquor. Hard liquor, no name. Rocket fuel. Okay.
Celebrity rocket fuel.
And then you got Robert Allenby in there.
Hey, he's good.
You got Grant Hackett.
Hackett.
And here's a couple of... in the
they
Hackett's
all
episode, it's all tablets. You do 100 tablets.
Oh, Jesus.
And then...
But hang on, why do we need... Shouldn't it be people who aren't already known? Like, if it's Andrew Johns, everyone's like, yeah, he's going to win. Why can't we have people who you wouldn't expect?
Celebrities?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you mix
Joanna
it up.
Griggs.
That's good. That's good.
Griggsy.
That's good. Griggsy, what are you drinking?
Rocket fuel.
Yeah.
Did you have any before you came? Yep. Was that wise? Because...
That's good.
Was that wise, Griggsy? Because you're about to do 100 shots. Don't you fucking tell me. You fucking tell me.
But who wins? Is it, so you've got to get to the 100.
100 shots.
So it's to the 100?
Boo.
And then...
Boo.
And then, well, I think, like, if you...
Bonus round.
And also you get money for your...
Shot of heroin.
Money for your charity.
Oh, it's for charity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now we can be all like, this is for charity.
This is for charity.
Yeah, great.
And
Remember on that bit with Dancing with the Stars, where someone you'd never heard of would come out and do a subpar cha-cha, and then they'd kick them out, and they go, "Well, I'm sorry you didn't win." Person who had 5 lines on Home and Away, but what's happened? Yeah, obviously I'm doing this all for food for the family, which is a wonderful charity that gives food to families. Cool, thanks. What's coming up? Oh, I've got an album coming up. All right, thanks for your time. Thanks for your time. Fuck out.
And now it hasn't come back on TV thanks to that person.
It'll be back.
Yeah, it'll be back.
I love ideas. Celebrity Centurion.
It's good, isn't it?
Blasted.
Yeah.
But what are they doing things as it goes? They should start having, at 20 shots, they should have to start calling people in their phone at random.
Spin the bottle.
Spin the bottle. That's great with the other contestants.
Yep. It's for charity.
So there you got people sitting around in a circle. So you got Daryl Summers, someone from High Five, someone from Human Nature.
Yep.
You got a former footballer. You got a former netball player. Now you got John Howard.
Yep.
John Howard's wife, whatever her name is.
Yep.
God, this is huge. Celebrity Centurion.
Yep. Gretel Colleen.
And then, I get you saying, and then they don't know what the challenge is, so they get to 65 shots.
Yep.
And they're sort of carrying Galen from Big Brother out because he's passed out. You've lost Galen, you.
Yep. And then they've got the reporter too. So like just doing interviews, like, "Hey, going, you're in 60," and then like, so who's the reporter? The reporter.
Are they drinking?
No, they're sober because they're doing a job like.
Lan Thorpe. Let's give it some class. Thorpe.
Thorpe in a bodysuit.
In the suit,
and you're doing shots off him. You're doing body shots off Thorpe.
Off the Thorpe man. Jeez, Brian Mannix has taken a lead. But Reverend Bob from East Street's coming hard. I rewatched Blue Murder the other day, the best Australian miniseries of all time.
Yep.
Do yourself a favour. It's only $8 on iTunes. Get Blue Murder and rewatch it. It is so good.
Jesus. True story?
Say to me, I'm Roger Rogerson. Right?
Oh, sorry, mate. I love Roger Rogerson. Like, not in that way. No, I love watching his docos.
Oh, yeah, his action. Yeah.
So he's Blue Murder about Roger.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe I haven't watched it.
It's fantastic.
This isn't the one that was on Channel 7.
What was that?
That was a thing.
You're thinking about 800 Words with Eric Thompson.
Yeah, mate, that show. Anyway.
So if you, God, so just, this is my favourite bit in Blue Murder.
Yeah.
So you're Noel.
Noel.
Right? And you're telling me, Roger Rogerson, that I'm being moved to Darlow.
Okay.
So you sort of say, Roger, right, you're going to Darlow.
Okay.
And this is verbatim. I'll probably get one of the two of the words wrong, but this is the line in the script that I love.
Okay. And is Noel the cop?
Yeah, Noel's his
the
boss.
Yeah. Hey, Roger. Yeah, you're going to Darlow.
Pig's ass, Noel. Darlow. Junkies, drunks, and busted up sluts. Pig's ass, Noel. Junkies, drunks, busted up sluts. Imagine him typing that. Is it Ian David? I can't remember the writer. Great writer. Just writing that and getting to the end. Yep. Pig's ass, Noel. Junkies, drunks, busted up sluts.
Who played Roger?
Oh, Richard Roxburgh.
Oh, Richard Roxburgh.
It's
that's
one of
good.
the most unbelievably good. Everyone in Blue Murder is good. He's really good. Tony Martin, not the comedian, the actor one.
Oh, that's Reverend.
Yeah, Reverend Bob. He plays Neddy Smith, which is he's really good. But everyone's doing a great job.
Jeez,
everyone's doing.
Sounds like a bit of fun.
You got Peter Phelps.
No, Phelpsy.
Yeah, Phelpsy. Phelpsy's in there, and
Karen Phelps' brother.
And then Demetriades is in there.
Oh, Heartbreak Kid.
Heartbreak Kid. He doesn't have a very good time with Roger. He has a tough time with Roger. He has a very tough. Yeah.
Does Richard do the Roger walk?
No, the walk came a bit later.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cardigans and looking.
Yeah.
And then there's another bit where he says to someone, "That'll get him a punch in the mush." Punch in the mush.
Punch in the mush?
It's such a great show. It's about horrible police sort of corruption and stuff, but it's a great show.
Oh God, mate. Roger. Jeez, you don't fuck with Roger.
No, you don't. The Dodger. Bastoni. Steve Bastoni.
Steve Bastoni from Play School.
With hair. Does a really good job. But the best performance for me is Gary Sweet as Chris Flannery.
Gary Sweet from Ladbrokes.
Gary Sweet from Ladbrokes. This is where full wig.
Shit.
Sometimes he's in the Speedos. It's funny.
You know, I played in a celebrity cricket match with Gary Sweet. Nice guy.
I love Gary Sweet. If I was going to somehow ever write something that was like drama, he'd be first on my list.
Also,
I love Gary Sweet.
His younger son.
Oh, what's his name?
Is
Aaron?
an actor too.
Yeah, what's his name?
He
was in a kid show.
Was he?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can't remember his name.
Nice guys.
We've been distracted. Would you want to do how to improve The Bachelor?
Yes, go.
Here we go. They need this thing called the video room.
Yep.
And girls should have a token to go into the video room when they want to go into the video room. And in the video room, they're allowed to watch either A, a date that he's been on with another girl.
That's good.
B, what he's been saying about them in interviews.
Yep.
But he doesn't know. By the way, he doesn't know about this.
Good.
Or C, exterior. Now, what exterior is a number of secretly recorded, the Bachelor doesn't know that this is happening, stuff from his life. So they've got 3 of his real ex-girlfriends that have said what he's like.
That. Good.
Yeah. So then they can watch that. Or they can watch Salacious.
Like him tonguing Alex or something.
Yeah. Him just doing, like in the nude, doing things, and that if they want. But that's on them. That's my first idea.
I like it.
The video room.
That's good.
Okay. Next one is, we all know that he's not really organising these dates.
No.
And it's a major problem because
he gets all the credit.
But also, he's on a boat in the harbour dressed as James Bond. You would, Ash, if you were trying to woo a girl, you would never do that because you'd make yourself look like a dickhead.
Well, I wouldn't do it because it would cost a fortune.
What was the last date you took your ex-girlfriend on?
Well, I told you, we went to Nobu.
Oh, that was the vouchers.
Yeah, that was good.
What about before that?
Ooh. Don't know, mate.
Too far ago? Too long ago?
I remember on Valentine's Day, it wasn't a date. I just took her for a foot rub. She didn't like that.
Some people don't like their feet being touched.
I said, I'm taking you somewhere romantic.
What'd she say?
I'm not going to tell you where.
Someone else is touching your feet while I watch.
Yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah, exactly. And then we left there going, is that it? I said, what do you mean, is that it? That was amazing.
What else did she want? Dinner?
Yeah, it's a full day.
Did she get dinner on Valentine's Day?
No, she ended up leaving. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so...
It's quite rocky, isn't it? So anyway, here's here's the next one. So at the start of the show, he's given a budget to organise dates.
Good.
And he has to actually organise them.
Yeah, good.
We don't have to see him on the phone on hold.
Yeah, and it's like a countdown like the block. You've got how many hours until the date?
Yeah.
It's good.
And he has to say, and like the girls can say, and so then when the girls go on the date, they can be like your ex. Is that it?
Yeah, that's good. And also, they could throw to that. To watch Richie organising the date, go to bachelor.com.au.
Yes.
That could be more online content.
Sponsored. Red
Dude,
Balloon
are
would do
they
that.
stupid?
Next one. He also gets, the whole thing should be, all right, so pre the show.
Yep.
Without him knowing.
Yep.
Or pre the show. They pick him and then they say to him, they bring him into a room and they go, mate, we can't risk people seeing that it's you doing promo shots.
Yep.
So we're going to have to do them overseas.
Yep.
What we've got for you is a free all expenses paid trip.
Yep.
To Thailand or to Bali or to somewhere like that or to Vegas.
Yep.
It's all expenses paid. You can take a mate.
Yep.
It's free booze.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's no consequences. You've got no minders from the network.
Good.
For a week and a half.
Awesome.
Secretly filmed every moment.
That's good. That's good.
Every moment.
Yep.
And then just as he kneels down on one knee and gives this sponsored ring to whichever girl has one,
yep,
that someone runs in and says, just before you say whether or not you're going to accept that ring,
yep,
would you like to see a video of him on his holiday just before this started?
Yep. Rooting a lady boy.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also explains the fake tits Richie's got in.
What do you think of that?
Good.
What about?
I like it.
What about this?
No, I like that, but just extending that out further.
Then rooting a lady boy.
No, someone's called him, not from The Bachelor. They've gotten wind that he might be The Bachelor and says, look, before you say yes, can I pay for the Thailand trip for you and a mate? And
who's this person? Who's
just
this
a fucking rich guy like me, or no, Edelstein. And so then it's like
Jeff Edelstein here,
but also no, it's an investment.
You might need someone more.
No, it's an investment. So hear me out. So then you film it all, and then you make the call and go, hey, and then you bribe them, extortion. I've got the video.
Gotcha. We're not. Yeah, you got to.
And then you bribe Channel 10. You actually get Channel 10. I'll ruin your Bachelor's reputation.
Oh, I see. You're not connected to The Bachelor.
No, you're not even.
Edelstein's not connected.
No, it's business.
Pretty interesting. What about this?
Yeah.
One of the crew is actually, like the main producer that deals with the girls.
Yep.
Is actually like a really handsome, available stud.
Jesus.
And but they're secretly filming him as he behind the scenes tries to hardcore flirt and start asking the girls out. And then halfway through it's revealed, the real Bachelor doesn't know, it's double Bachelor.
That's good. I'm glad there's a double Bachelor because I think Richie's got it too easy. I'd like a backup Bachelor, in the basement.
Oh, that's nice.
Basement Bachelor.
Basement Bachelor. Okay.
And he's locked. He's
locked up. Hang on, he's locked up.
Yeah.
And the girls go down into the basement.
Yeah.
To what are we? Oh,
he's in the hole.
Yeah, I've organised the date. It's rats to eat. And so what it is the Basement Bachelor. So it's all personality, and he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
And they need to but then they find out at the end, he is actually really handsome and rich too.
Yeah.
Do you want this Bachelor?
Yeah.
Or the Basement
You want
Bachelor?
Basement Bachelor. He's been in the hole for 10 weeks, and he comes out, and he's beautiful. It's a modern day fairy tale.
Channel 10, if you're listening,
you've got to shave him though. You've got to shave him. He's got like a really gross beard and long hair.
That. Yes.
And so it's like what do you call it?
In Kath and Kim the movie, The Prince.
Yeah, you shave the beard and you're like, oh my God, like Leonardo DiCaprio on the Titanic, you screw up like a gold coin. Is that what Kathy Bates says?
Beautiful.
Yeah. You scrub up like an old penny.
Oh, is that a Titanic?
That's a Titanic quote. You want another Titanic quote?
Yeah.
A real man makes his own luck. That's Cal Hockley.
Hey.
One of my favourite quotes of all time.
Does Billy Zane have painted on eyebrows in that movie?
Probably.
Do your own research.
Does he?
Yeah. Do your own research. I know someone that once worked on a show with Billy Zane.
Really? Shit.
Said he was... Let's move on.
So, go on.
Crazy.
Oh, that's all right. I think you were going to say something else.
Had a run-in with some vegans.
Good. Where? Whereabouts?
Yeah, it was in the West End in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Just hashtagging. And I'm in there getting a smoothie.
Yeah.
God, it was delicious. I'll give them that. It was delicious.
Yeah.
In walked these two, no shoes.
Jesus. Athletes?
No.
One of the canyon runners?
And I thought, here we go. Yep. All right, let's go. Come on, let's hear it. And then she starts up.
Saying what?
Hey, we're back.
Yep.
And you could tell the woman behind the counter was like, oh, yep, hi, it's so good to see you guys. Yeah, we've had a crazy night. We're all a bit off. We're all a bit spaced out this week.
Yeah.
And there's one vegan that's sort of silent.
I think I know why.
Go.
The moon.
No, because we're on a liquid diet.
Liquid diet?
Right.
What does that mean?
And then she says, so we're here for the coffee deal. And she produced 2 mugs from her friend's hand. At least they think they came from her hand. And they were like they'd been at a pottery class for a month.
Yeah.
So that they could try and, like medieval goblets that you see? Like in the Stonecutters episode of The Simpsons. Who holds back the electric car? You know, the giant goblets that they've got?
Yep.
Those.
Yep.
But they out ceramic so that they look like mugs. They were comical.
Yeah.
They were comical.
Yes. And
she had 2 of those.
Shit.
That they'd brought.
Mate, they're going to send this vegan joint broke.
And then she put them on the counter and she said, we've brought our own cups for the $2 coffee.
Oh. Is that when you fired up?
And you can imagine I'm really struggling through my bliss ball. And I think, you fuck. And then...
But didn't you think, like, it's not my coffee? Fucking go for it. Good idea. I'm going to come back with my goblet.
It's in the kiln at the moment. He's fucking... You wait till I get back. You wait. Fucking wait. You wait till that thing fires up. You'll know about it. Speaking loudly, they had wet hair, and then they plonked them down.
Attractive? Because that's going to make a big difference. If they're 2 sexy girls...
They were all right.
Yeah.
They were all right.
They were all right.
I was so sort of...
Imagine if they're attractive, I'm sure...
It was pretty rage. It was a rage party building up inside me as this went on.
Yep.
And then the woman behind the counter said, oh, no. No, that was last week's deal.
Yeah.
It finished yesterday.
Yeah, finished yesterday.
Now we're doing 2-for-1 vegan, like raw cakes.
Yeah.
Like these lovely cakes. They're doing 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Now, you're meant to be a vegan. Yeah, which meant to me you're meant to love the world and the earth and be one with nature. You got no shoes on, we get it, right? That's what you'd think. What do you think her response was? What do you think her response was? The earth-loving vegan, the friend of everybody.
Fuck off.
No. She said, oh, but she said it in like that passive-aggressive way that they do things. She said, oh, no. But you haven't taken down the sign.
There you go. She's got her on toast. The sign's still at the front.
It was a handwritten bit of paper. They had just opened. I'd finished radio, so it was like 10 o'clock. I was the first customer. They were the second. She hadn't had time to take it down. And the woman behind the counter said, yeah, I just haven't taken the sign down.
Yeah.
And the vegan goes, oh, I know. So it sort of means it's still going.
Jesus.
And she said, all right, I'll do it this time.
Yep.
She pours the 2 giant goblets of coffee. It was about $10 worth of coffee.
Yeah, he's going to send her broke.
That was she got for $2.
Yeah.
And she's holding a goblet.
Yep.
And before she leaves, she spins back around. Guess what she asks for? This is so vegan.
Yeah.
It was so vegan.
Do you have any almond milk?
No. No.
Do you have more fucking lactose-free chia powder.
She said, if you're going to take down that sign today, could I have the blue tack that's sticking it up? I need some blue tack.
Are you serious?
What she said. Reuse.
And what did the proprietor say?
She said fine.
Oh, God.
So the last thing I saw as the vegans walked off, no shoes, down the street in the West End with their goblets of coffee that they'd scammed out of this poor, hard-working small business, was her picking the blue tack off the back of a handwritten sign.
Oh, my God.
Handing back the sign and then leaving.
Mate, the barista would still reuse the blue tack for the next sign. For the cake. The 2-for-1 cakes needs the blue tack.
No, the cake's meant to get a sign.
Surely the next sign is no vegans.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
No shoes, no service.
No shoes, no service. No vegans. Mate.
Hard to say no vegans at a natural shop.
Just go. Have you seen those signs, no shoes, no problem? It says, no shoes, big problem.
So that's my run-in with vegans.
So, how did you fire up?
My wife has asked me to stop.
No, that was a time to get involved.
But she has asked me to please stop.
But when was your last run-in? That was like the last fucking...
The last you got to stop. I screamed at a telemarketer 2 nights ago.
Yeah, but that's different. That's over the phone. I feel like that...
In person? I had a small snip at someone in the line at the airport.
And what happened there?
My wife got very embarrassed and walked off quickly and then said to me later, you've got to stop doing that.
Where was this at?
At the line when you're coming through all the baggage stuff, so that you could the scanners, the security scanners.
Domestic?
Yeah.
Security scanners domestic?
Yeah.
Who are you flying with?
Well, I always fly with Qantas, and I was going through, and because I do it all the time, I've got my George Clooney. I'm up in the air. I've got it down pat.
So what did you say?
There was a woman in front of me, and she was looking at her phone, and I could tell that she still had her laptop in her bag because I could see it, and I could also tell from the nature of the shoes that she was wearing that they were going to beep.
Right.
And I said, "Come on, let's move it. Get off the phone."
Yeah, good. Right. So you were going on the plane,
she
right?
Turned, no, not on the plane. Through the scanners, through the
yeah, exactly. But you were leaving,
And she was looking at, and then she turned around, and I didn't back down. Of course, I said, "Come on." So she put the phone into the thing, put the laptop into the thing, very very slowly, and the shoes beeped.
Then what did you say?
No, by that stage I pushed past her and got my stuff out, and we were going. And then I was dealing with my wife being.
Oh my God, that was nothing. No foul.
Thank you.
Mate, are you serious? Nah, bro. Mate, I can't remember the last... I fire up a bit too. I love it. It's cool.
It's not cool.
It's good cool.
Gotta be more zen, mate. Gotta be more vegan.
No, mate. You yell out, mate. You yell out. I yelled out my car window after the Hawks lost to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I saw a guy in Melbourne gig crossing the road.
Say to him.
And I put down the window in my Ringwood Mazda, and I said, "Go the Hawks!"
That's not how you go.
No, he turned around and said, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's happy, man.
He was drunk.
Nah, that's okay.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I love yelling out at the street, especially in Hawthorne, Glenferrie Road. Not enough people yell out their windows. It's fucking 2 p.m. Get involved. Yell at people.
So you've got a genuine TV pitch.
Genuine TV pitch. Now, Ed, I reckon, I preface this by saying we might need to take it out.
Why?
Because it's good.
No,
it's real.
Right,
people will listen to this and go, "Oh my God, we'll steal that."
All right.
So what it is a social media show, Ed. Pure social.
Yep.
Pure. No.
So far, I hate it.
No,
yep.
no. Yeah, well, but you're on the show.
Oh, am I? I like it again. Now I like it.
No, you're in.
Yeah, great.
So it's me.
Is Gian Rooney in it?
Gian, we can get Gian in.
Great.
Good friend of mine. Actually, she's always good to favourite a tweet. Appreciate that, Gian.
Thanks, Gian. Shout out.
So it's about social media, but it's about sport. And so you do the week in sport, and you go through people's Twitter, Instagram, you make some jokes.
So sports people's Instagrams.
Yeah, and then you get people on. So you might have like, who's someone from the AFL? You might have, fucking Dangerfield.
He plays for Geelong.
He plays for the Cats, Geelong Cats.
Could you have Dane Zorko from the Lions?
Okay, we've got Dane Zorko on. Okay, Zorko, come on, mate. Let's have a look at your Instagram.
Here's
Let's plug your social media.
Here's the first problem.
Talk to me.
Whenever you do a show that even slightly leans on the sports people to provide the entertainment, you're in trouble.
Well, no.
Because they're not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
For the most part.
Yeah. So you've got it pre-planned. You get your guests on. You go, they might do, who's the guy from... Definitely not. We'll be taking that out. Fuck, what a... who's that guy? There's a guy from Collingwood who does like weird stuff on his Instagram, Collingwood Football Club. You'd get him on.
I don't see about who. I don't know who that is.
I forgot his name.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, me neither. Mate, I'm off the idea.
Yeah.
No.
Shut down.
No, I like it. I actually like. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, but hang on. Why am I watching? You got to remember with sport too. It's not national. Never be under the...
No, sport national.
No, it's not. Sport is not national.
Or you do AFL, NRL, soccer.
But during the bits where you're doing NRL, all the AFL people turn off.
Yeah, well, you keep them short. I mean,
the reason that cricket sort of keeps its mantle is because it's a national... The national team is what matters, not the club teams.
Well, maybe, yeah. It's
Okay.
Honestly, it's good to...
It's good to workshop.
Spitball. Yeah, good to spitball.
This is why we're here.
Well, we'll take this out.
What I want to do is I want us to come up with a game show.
I don't think we should be doing it on the podcast.
Why?
Because...
We'll get help.
Oh, mate, I tell you.
David
Kosh is going to be listening, and he's going to be like, mate, still that. Next thing you know, we'll be singing on Sunrise. Mate, come on.
Hey, Barrett's.
I
understand you got some Instagram from, but don't you hate when people go and now let's check Instagram of athletes? I hate that.
It needs. Yeah, it's more a self-contained thing. You need to just go. It's something that doesn't.
So it's a segment.
It's a segment. It's a segment, mate. You know what? We're taking this out. It's pretty much what I did at the tennis.
You're pitching something you already did at the tennis.
Yeah, it's mine. It's actually I came up with that. Lawyer up, everyone.
If you're listening to this,
lawyer up.
You better get some lawyers because we are suing you for stealing an idea that we already had that Ash already did.
Also, 2 podcasts ago, Ed, we put the call out for an Ash and Ed podcast lawyer.
Oh yeah, how'd we go?
Nothing yet. Just thought I'd...
Please, guys.
We need one.
We need a lawyer at Ash and Ed Podcast. The other thing that we need to plug on our social medias is you've told me that there was a campaign that I was trying to run.
Oh, yeah.
To get people to tweet at Lockie Hume, the wonderful actor and well-known JFK conspiratorist, to please tweet him and tell him, hey, Lockie, I've solved the JFK assassination. What about you? But don't tag us. You've told me to stop saying that.
Stop it.
Why?
Because people are doing it.
Good.
Yeah, but mate, they're leaving a paper trail. So what's happening is they're tweeting Lockie.
Can you read us one of them?
Yep. So here's one from @DavidHealy20. He writes, @Lockie Hume, Kennedy assassination was a government-backed push against small business reform. Discuss. Right?
David, great work.
Yeah, it's wonderful work. But
great
then what he's
work,
done...
David.
So then Lockie will click on Dave's profile, and straight above Lockie's tweet, he's written a direct message to me with a screenshot.
No, David.
Oh, no, yes. He's done the right thing. So then I wrote back to David saying, wonderful work. Nice, David. Now delete the last mention to me so there's no paper trail. And guess what? He
did it.
He's done it.
Yes.
And here's another one, Ed. This is from @orfurby.
Yeah, good on you, Furby.
He wrote Kennedy assassination, lone gunman for sure.
To Lockie.
@Lockie Hume. But then again, he's left a paper trail too.
No, Furby.
So I need to
keep us out of it.
I need to write to Furby and say, listen, delete my mention. And he's mentioned you too, mate. You're going to get done too.
Furby.
Jesus, Furby.
Hume's going to kill us.
He will.
So listen, we want you to do it. Hey, by the way, I've just got to shout out, great work, guys, because you've gone, those are things that he almost can't ignore. Even he cannot ignore the small business one. This is great. You tweet @Lockie Hume, something about the JFK assassination, but leave us out of it.
While we're reading things out too, I'm going to read this out. This is just a review from our iTunes.
Oh yeah, please rate us on iTunes for God's sake.
Well, this is from @Molesy75. If Ash reads this out on the podcast, I'll give him $20. Hashtag Ringwood Mazda.
Hang on.
That is a wonderful comment, and there's $20 coming my way. Molesy, I'll send you the PayPal details.
Hang on. What about me? Why don't I get $20?
Well, mate. That's
bullshit.
Well, mate, hang on.
That's bullshit from Molesy.
What else have we got? Fuck.
That's bullshit.
There's plenty of good. There's plenty of fun there. What else we got? Hang on.
We got to finish up.
Someone wrote probably the third best podcast on iTunes about feet, funny pervs, and pitching TV shows. Look, we're on the dais.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the other two. Who are the other two?
I don't know.
People keep saying that we should have guests. If you've got an idea for a guest, keep in mind, remember, they have to be a live assistant. No, we don't do guests. If you've got an idea for a live assistant / guest, please tweet at us, and because we're going to start bussing in a couple here and there. We've got to get out of here.
Do we?
One more. Stop praying one up to Jesus. Jesus doesn't care if you win the discus. Yeah? He doesn't care.
He's done some good work, though. A lot of the girls who won gold, thank you, Jesus. No, seriously.
Where's the coach in that? How's the coach feeling when Jesus gets one?
Jesus is the coach.
Actually, we should do a live... They should do a tally of who God has given medals to. So
that's good.
Are the Christians beating the Jews? How are the Hindus going?
That's
good.
Are
the Buddhists beating the Muslims?
How's Scientology going?
How's Scientology going at these Olympics? Snake handling. How are they? How are the snake handlers going?
Yeah, that'd be good.
What a great table.
Yeah.
God's made a decision here.
God versus the world.
Wow.
It's like Ryder's Cup.
The Ryder Cup for golf.
Yeah.
Anything before we go?
Yeah. If you're a white person and you're thinking about becoming an Olympian, no track and field.
Yeah, no, please.
Please.
No, please.
Please.
No, please.
I was watching that girl. She's doing well. She made the final of the long jump.
The Australian girl. She's great.
Yeah, but mate, she was never going to win.
No, and look, I know, and I don't know if we're going to get in trouble for saying this, but
no, it
does seem as though at some point genetics is going to. But Shippers came second in the 200 for women.
Yeah, but Shippers is
the Dutch.
She's Dutch.
Dutch
different.
runner.
It's different. It's different. She's a unit too. What a specimen. She's actually beautiful. She could model.
Oh man, I love her.
I love her too.
Shippers.
I wonder if she's single.
Well, one way to find out. Twitter.
Yeah.
And then I agree with you. I think that if you are also, I don't know how to say this.
Yeah, go on.
Nicely.
We've got the beeps in our pocket, so go for it.
If you think
give it everything
that you might like to be an Olympian,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
and you think that basketball might be for you, and you're not from the United States.
Yep. Male or female?
Both.
Right.
You need to understand that what you're playing for is a silver medal.
Yeah.
And do what the Aussies have done and throw elbows.
What if you're Kyrie Irving?
The Australian playing for America.
Yeah.
Don't like you, Kyrie. Hashtag not coolies.
Playing well.
Hashtag not coolies.
Playing well with that American Guernsey.
And if you are thinking about becoming a women's soccer player,
I
urge you, this would be my revision of women's soccer.
Yeah.
I would get the third best female beach volleyball player, because they're all over 6 foot.
That's led.
And they've got an amazing jump.
Yep.
Put her in goal.
Good.
The problem with the female goalkeepers is that they're short. Now, just before we...
No, hang on. Oh, not done with the athletes. Ella Pearson, who ran the 200 for Australia, people are, saying she's going to be, she's the best thing since sliced bread.
She did do very well.
Mate, she ran the 5th fastest time in Australian women's history.
Yeah.
The fastest, Melinda
Gainsford-Taylor,
who came fucking 10th. She never won a gold medal, never won a bronze.
I know, but there's levels,
Gainsford.
mate. Okay, listen.
Gainsford.
Listen, I've never been number one at anything ever.
Gainsford.
When you were third in Victoria in tennis, why didn't you become number one?
Still, I got bronze.
No, why couldn't you beat the two blokes for first and second?
I did.
Well, then why weren't you first?
Because the overall rankings, they had me on points. But I beat Bukowitz, if you're watching. Bukowitz, what are you doing with your life now? 3-6, 7-6, 7-6. Smashed him off the court.
How long ago was that?
This is 25 years ago.
And you remember it perfectly?
Yeah, it was one of my great wins. One of my greatest victories.
All right. That'll do us. You reminiscing from
but hang on,
20 years ago.
Is that Ella Pearson? I mean...
She's good, mate. Good runner.
Yep. No, I'm a fan. Just a bit faster. Knock off Gainsford-Taylor. It's been 25 years.
I agree. Yeah, that's fair. We should be getting better. Every time. Why aren't we getting better every time at the Olympics?
Why can't we knock off gains for Taylor?
Although I do love that Team Great Britain looks like they might beat China.
In the overall tally?
Yeah. That's pretty feisty.
Here's another thing with Great Britain. Why is it all of a sudden Great Britain, Andy Murray's not representing Scotland and he's representing Great Britain? It's confusing.
Hashtag it, mate, because this is one of the great scams. The West Indies don't compete as the West Indies. Do they?
Then who are they?
No, they compete as their individual nations. Why is Great Britain, 5 countries, allowed to compete as a group?
Well,
it's a disgrace.
It's
like
weird.
the old USSR.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that anymore. Why is Great Britain? It's a disgrace.
And what about poor Ireland? Ireland aren't a part of it.
That's right, and they are shit.
A guy
They've won absolutely
finished a race.
You've hashtagged something huge, which is huge for me. England should have to compete as England. Scotland as Scotland. Northern Ireland as Northern Ireland. The Isle of Man as the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Jersey as Jersey.
Yeah.
Guernsey as Guernsey.
Yeah.
Wales as Wales.
Because I didn't get it because my housemate is
He's English.
English. And I said, mate, what the hell is going on with Andy Murray? He's representing the for Great Britain. And my housemate's like, mate, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on, mate. I don't care. I don't know. I said, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for your medals.
It's bullshit for your medals. Isn't Chris Hoy Scottish?
Who's he?
The best cyclist of all time?
Oh, yeah. How's he going?
He's got another couple of gold.
You know who's good?
Who?
Mo Farah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Jury's out, mate.
Where's he from? You reckon he's on the jabs?
I'm just saying I won't be surprised.
Jesus.
Can I give you this? We actually do need to finish on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Hoy, born in Edinburgh. He's Scottish.
Scotland.
Yeah. Scottish gold medal. Let me throw this at you.
Yeah.
My YouTube recommendation today is a YouTube video of the Joe Rogan podcast with Victor Conte, Conte. He has got a lot to do with drugs in sport. Now this is my strongest recommendation of all time.
Sure.
One of the things about the Joe Rogan podcast is it might be the best. When you turn it on, you don't know what it's going to be. It could end up being one of the best interviews you've ever heard in your whole life. In this case, it absolutely is. Everybody go right now. Victor Conte, Victor, and then Conte. I'll tweet. Actually, you know what? As part of when we tweet something out, I'll tweet the link with Joe Rogan. That's all I'll say.
He's actually good.
It's like every podcast.
I've never listened to Joe Rogan because I find him very aggressive and he yells.
Yeah. And he's never had a foot thing on his life.
No. Kathy's never tweeted him.
No, he's good. Mate, of course he's one of the most popular in the world. He must be doing something right. Let me throw one more at you.
Yeah. Right now, too, I'm going on to Kathy's profile.
Bradley Wiggins, another so-called Englishman who won a gold medal. Born in Belgium.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Born in Belgium.
Well, let's finish with the Kathy.
Yep.
So, Kathy, the way she gets you is she writes you saying, can I get a follow back, please?
Yep.
And she did it to me. She's done it to other big celebrities. Guess who she did it to today? This is so good.
Mo Farah.
Lou Ferrigno Jr.
What? The son of the great bodybuilder / Hulk.
Yeah, you're at Lou Ferrigno Jr. Can I get a follow back, please?
Let's find out what size feet he has. Lou Ferrigno Jr. Kathy's such a pervert. That is so fantastic.
And look, let's hope she writes back and we can get a Skype going and maybe we can get her on the podcast.
All right, you ready? All right, here's Lou Ferrigno Jr. He's 31 years old. He lives in LA. Go live. Oh, he's an actor.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, I don't know about that. Lou Ferrigno Jr. Oh, he's a comedian.
Is he really?
He's a stand-up comedian.
Oh, she loves comedians.
Here's his IMDb. Lou Ferrigno Jr. 6'2".
Shit.
Nicknamed Sweet Lou. Imagine his feet. And his IMDb page has nothing.
He's done nothing.
Yeah, it's got nothing on it. Oh, dear.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Oh, Manu Bennett. No, that's not Manu's surname. She's tweeted everyone. I've never heard of the rest of them. Oh, Tim Phillips. He's on Neighbours at the moment. Gosh. So hang on.
I know Tim Phillips.
She's going through Australians.
Hey, last one. We've got to go, mate. I've got a life to lead. I can't keep doing a podcast.
No, me too.
Here's the thing. Mate, I've told you I've had 2 pitches to neighbours. They've said no to me 3 times. They said, unless we need a freak weirdo, you're not coming on.
Yeah.
That was an actual quote from the head of neighbours. Unless we need a weirdo freak, you're not coming on.
Yeah.
This is one more appeal. I want to be neighbours, guys. Guys.
Do you really?
Yes. I'm not a great actor, but I'll fucking hold down an end. I can hold up an end.
You're better than that.
Fucking not.
No, you are.
Can't get on there, mate.
Mate, neighbours, you don't want to be on it.
I do. I can't fucking get on there.
Why do you want to be on it?
Because it's my dream to be in Neighbours.
Have you never been on it?
No.
Well, I've been on it, so whatever.
Yeah, you played a footy player.
No, I played Daniel Wobbler, and I was I had like a couple of lines, but I was in the Mr. Erinsborough competition.
Didn't you beat someone?
Came second.
You came.
I think it was the day that that singer from Australian Idol, Dan Connor or something, was on it.
Dan O'Connor.
Dan O'Connor was on. I think Dan O'Connor won. But anyway, mate, you're better than Neighbours.
No, I'm not.
We've got this podcast. It's going all right.
You're fucking right.
Seriously.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
And come to our live show.
Oh, yeah, listen. Yeah, come to the live show. We're doing an art show.
September 24.
Yeah, it's huge. We've got some unbelievable art. We've also got the free podcast, and also we've got all the beeps. There'll be no beeps.
And a special guest. My ex-girlfriend's coming.
Oh, this is a huge announcement.
She's coming. She's going to have her say. She's going to let us know what she got up to in Kentucky.
But hang on, isn't she coming on, as she says, to give her side of the story?
Yeah, she wants to give her side of the story.
And this is the way we're going to do it. You're going to be off stage.
Yeah.
In a soundproof booth.
Like in Family Feud.
Yeah. And I'm going to interview her.
Yep.
And then you're going to come back out.
Good.
And we're going to continue the chat.
Will I come out to booing?
Oh, I hope so.
It'll be like like Sally Jesse Raphael.
God, I hope so.
What was that one? It would be Jerry Springer.
No, Maury Povich.
Yeah, Maury
you
Povich.
Are not the father.
Yeah. You know, I got lots of emails and calls to go on Maury Povich.
We'll save that for next
All
time.
right.
That's for next time. See ya.